So Michael, did you want to say some opening remarks before we get into it?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Great to see everyone here and some familiar faces and some new faces. Excited to do our second, kind of virtual job fair here. We're going to look to continue this every couple weeks, bring on some amazing, recruiters, hiring managers, people who have great opportunities available for everyone. And we're going to look to continue, pushing this out through our network and getting great talent here to, hear about these opportunities. If you are tuned in for the first time, welcome. This is, meant to be a platform for everyone to come together in the tech and Web3 community. We're building this out as a modern professional network, more focused on entrepreneurship, creators, freelancers, and especially people in tech and Web3, connecting and working easier in this digital world. So if you can, open up the room chat. If you're on web, it's on the right-hand side. If you're on mobile, it's just one of the tabs at the top. And, share where you're from, what you're working on, who you are. If you are here looking for a role, share a little bit about yourself and, what you're doing. And, for the recruiters and stuff coming in, as you talk about your roles and stuff, feel free to screen share. If you'd like, feel free to drop links to your job listings in the room chat there. And we'll get things rolling here. I want to quickly just share my screen, and I'll show everyone around the app real quick for people if this is your first time. So this is the Entre web app. We also have a free mobile app as well. The home tab is meant for content. You'll see like live streams and virtual events happening here. The calendar is meant for all the different upcoming virtual events and also in-person events. So there's a mix of both virtual and in person. If you create an event, you can do in real life. Same with a meeting as well. Live streams are obviously on platform, and we have a bunch of awesome things happening all the time here. Network is meant for people to discover, easily discover who's on the platform or people that they're looking to get connected to. So you can search and filter people here really easily by different, I don't know why this isn't loading, but by different like roles and interests and industries, and also like locations as well. Popular, newest are kind of like the two sections there. Communities is going to be coming soon. And then the most relevant is the marketplace here. So this is where all the jobs and gigs are posted. I don't know. There we go. So here you'll find kind of all of these amazing new opportunities being posted every single day. There's all sorts of different types of jobs, from co-founder positions to freelance roles, full-time roles, internships, part-time help. You can also sort by experience or industry if you're looking for a specific role or location. A lot of the jobs are remote focused. And here you'll find some of our featured jobs and companies that we work with to help get candidates placed, on a higher level. And yeah, I mean, we're here to like help. We want to support all these people who are in the Web3 ecosystem, get connected with each other, have a good time, create content, engage with each other, come out to amazing, cool events like this, and engage with really cool leaders in this industry as it's continuing to grow. So I'll toss it back over to you, Jared, and we'll kind of get things kicked off with the recruiters and starting to talk about the different jobs and opportunities that they have to share with everyone. So excited to get things started. If anyone wants to follow up or collaborate, reach out. If you have ideas on how you like to partner or get more involved, feel free to just click the message button, shoot me a DM on here, or hit up Jared or Sean on our team or Joe on our team to connect. But excited to have everyone here. Looking forward to this, and excited for tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm super excited as well. And so the format of this room is going to be very simple. We're going to go through each company, and they're going to be able to, in a way that's different than the other rooms that I do, more slowly and methodically go through the different roles that they're offering, where they work. Again, if you have a desktop and you want to screen share, you can actually, Michael, can you explain to them how they can get on the desktop and do all that? Because I've actually personally never done it either. So I'd be happy to show you how to do
Yeah,
it.
I know you're a mobile first kind of guy. But yeah, so you can just like our website's just joinentra.com. And if you guys need the link, it should be in the calendar invite, or you just go to joinentra.com, log into your account. You'll see the room right on the homepage here. It should be available for everyone to see. You'll just join the room there, and you'll be, if you're a speaker, you'll automatically just come right back on stage. And if you click on mobile or web, you're going to be able to join instantly across device. When you do come in, you'll see kind of these different commands here down at the bottom. So if you want to be on video, which definitely is great for the recording, for people to see faces, you can turn your camera on, and then the screen share button is right next to that. As Jared mentioned, we'd love to have people invite others. So you can click the invite button, you copy the link, share this out to others, tweet it out. If you guys, share this out on social, we'll definitely retweet it or repost it on Instagram or Twitter or wherever, LinkedIn, and get some more people in this room that could benefit from hearing these jobs and opportunities. So, let us know if you guys have any questions. If you have any like problems or anything, just go over to the DMs tab, or message me directly, and we'll help get things resolved. But hope that helps.
You're on mute, Jack.
Awesome, man.
Every time you turn your video on, you forget to hit the mute.
I'm not used to this video thing, but I'm trying to do it for YouTube. I'm trying to get my face for YouTube. But what's it called? So if you want to share your screen and go to the job recs, go to the list of roles you have, any sort of directions you want to give, feel free to do that. It'll look pretty cool for the YouTube video. And if you want to go on camera like I'm doing, go ahead and just turn on your camera. But what we're going to do is do a quick just rundown of who's on stage and what companies you're with, without getting into roles yet. And then we're just going to go in order of who needs to leave the soonest. I also like to be a gentleman and go ladies first. But let's go from the top to the bottom. I'll call out your names, and then just let people in the audience know what company you work with. And then we'll get into the roles that you're hiring for as we go to each person. But as you hear who's in the room, my recommendation is to start opening up tabs in your laptop, going to their career pages, and just understanding what kind of roles they have in your field of expertise. But when they start talking about roles, if you match the roles that they are hiring for, then really lean in and listen into how you should reach out to them so that you can get into their companies, or at least into the interview process. So the first person I'm going to call out is my good friend, Ali. Please let everybody know where you work, and then we're just going to pass the mic down.
Hi, Jared. Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm Ali Joy, and I recruit for ZocDoc.
Awesome. ZocDoc is in the building. Great startup with an amazing trajectory and growing. So up next, Donald Robinson.
Hey, thanks, Jared. Hey, everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a good evening. I'm Don Robinson, representing Bear Tech Inc., and we're an outfit that helps startups build great teams.
Amazing. My man Jordan is in the house representing Web3. Please let everybody know where you're working at, man.
Hey, everyone. Thanks, Jared. My name is Jordan. I'm a head of business development at States Out, which is a Web3 incubator.
All right. Up next, we got Yana. All right. Yana might be away from the mic, but Yana is representing LinkedIn. So Kevin, I know you're working for, you're working with a bunch of different companies. So what companies are you representing today?
Yeah, thanks for having me here. I'm the co-founder of a Web3 company called Probably Nothing Talent. It has shrunk a bit actually this week, which is a good thing. We filled some roles, but I do have 2 roles currently with Artifact, which is one, and then Influential being another organization.
All right, perfect. Up next, we got Melissa Cook. And Melissa, if you're talking, we can't hear you, or at least I can't. All right, so I'll talk for Melissa, and maybe if you leave and come back, we'll be able to hear you. Melissa is representing Amazon. All right, Vanny, you're up next. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. There's Melissa.
Oh, yeah, Melissa, there we go. Yeah, you can turn the camera off if you need to. I don't know. All right, there you go.
I guess she wasn't. I guess she wasn't ready to be on camera there. She was probably. She probably didn't have her permissions set, so that's why she that all. Yeah, it's all good.
Got it. Well,
figured out now.
Yeah, Melissa representing Amazon, so you definitely want to hear about what she's got going on. Yana, are you there? I see your mic is off.
Yes, I am there. Sorry, I didn't have my permissions on either when I was trying to talk. But hi, everyone. I am so happy to be here. My name is Yana Grant. I am a content moderator at LinkedIn. We have a lot of roles that we're looking for, especially in cyber, everything you can think of. So if you see any roles that you're interested in, connect with me, and I'd love to refer you.
All right, cool. And Melissa, I went ahead and introduced your company already. So that's the lay of the land. So Vanny, she's representing Tesla. She's on the road right now, so she's saying it's a little choppy. So we got Tesla, we got Amazon, we got LinkedIn, we got ZocDoc, we got Stay Style, we got Bayer Tech, and we got a couple more coming through tonight. So I'm going to go ladies first, unless, some of the fellas got to leave immediately. And one of the, things we advertised was Amazon. So Melissa, I would love for you to go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know what kind of roles you're looking to fill at Amazon.
Hi, everybody.
Melissa, sorry, real quick. If you're a recruiter, like I see Nako in the audience, I see Curtis in the audience, but like if you're in the audience, I don't know how to bring you up. So if you can just raise your hand, we will bring you up. So Nako would love for you to be on stage, and any recruiters or hiring managers that I've invited, go ahead and come on stage. But yeah, Melissa, you got it.
Hi, everybody. So what I'm trying to fill is mid-level mid-level back-end engineers. And the great thing about what I'm looking for is we at Amazon are just looking for a skill set. And if you fit that skill set, instead of applying for just one role on one team, you apply to a lot of roles on a lot of teams. We have thousands of roles open, so that's dozens of departments. We even have some fully virtual roles. So, and we have roles across Canada, the US, and Mexico. And the great thing about working with me is I've actually gone through Amazon's interview process. So a lot of people get nervous with that, but I'm able to walk them through because I've been there. And if you're looking, I'm looking too.
Awesome. Any guidance in terms of years of experience, certification, skills, etc.?
All right, so when it comes to experience, we're looking for people with at least 2 years of non-internship experience. And we're looking for people that build things, like people that like algorithms, people who like microservices, people, we use a lot of like languages, but I think some of the most common is Java, C++, but we even see some Python. But if you like to build and you want to see your work on a like international scale where millions of people are going to actually use it, we definitely are looking for you too.
All right, perfect. And what's the best way? Do you plan on posting these in the marketplace in Entra?
Yes, I'm still a little new to the platform, as my like appearance probably showed. But I do plan to post these, and you can also link up with me on LinkedIn as well. But I do plan to post this opportunity in the in that area as well.
Awesome. So myself, Joseph, Michael, we're definitely happy to schedule, 15, 30 minutes with you to give you a tour of the platform and then just kind of, help you upload all these roles onto Entra. And then, everybody in the audience, look out in the marketplace for these roles with Amazon. And then you can also follow Melissa on Entra and go ahead and hit her in the DMs. The good thing about Entra is the DMs are going to be way less crowded than they are on LinkedIn. So the chances of her being able to see your reach out is much greater in this room. That's why it's really good to be an early adopter in these apps. And everybody in this room is going to really benefit because you're going to have proximity to these recruiters that nobody on LinkedIn does. So Melissa, thank you so much for coming to the stage. And we'll circle back with you if there's any other questions that pop up in the chat. But thank you so much for being here, and hopefully you can hang around.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. I appreciate you being here. So Amazon is in the building. So definitely look out for those roles in the marketplace. All right, so up next, unless there's somebody that urgently needs to go, and if you do, just let me know. But I'm going to pass it to Ali Joy so she can share her roles with ZocDoc.
Cool. Thank you for passing it along. Hi, everyone. I'm Ali Joy. Like I said, I'm a recruiter for ZocDoc. So we're a health tech company based in New York City. We're hiring a lot. So me specifically, I'm hiring for a senior site reliability engineer. And for that specific role, I'm looking for someone with like AWS or Google Cloud platform experience and like Kubernetes and Terraform type experience. So if that's you, definitely shoot me a message on here, or I'm going to drop the link to our jobs page. But actually, if you're a good fit for senior site reliability engineer, just shoot me a message here or connect on LinkedIn, and I will specifically look at your resume and pass you along. But if we're also hiring across all verticals, from operations to data, product, tech. We're always hiring software engineers, both front end and back end, sales. So I'm going to drop the careers page in the chat. So if you see anything that's interesting to you, you can definitely either, apply or just, again, send me a message on LinkedIn, and I'd be happy to get you to the right recruiter for that role. And if you just have any questions about ZocDoc too, I'm happy to answer. Just do any sort of informational coffee chats. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali. And again, I would love to, invite you to check out the marketplace. And Michael, actually, I was thinking, since we can do demos on the fly, would you like to just, for the recruiter's sake, just see how easy it is to post a job on the marketplace?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I liked how Ali just dropped the link too. I mean, a lot of these, a lot of companies have a job boards or job postings already, you know what I mean, set up. So feel free to drop the links in there for the people on stage too, and for all the people on our platform to get the resumes and people applying here. All you'll do is just come hit the create button, create a job. Right now, it's actually free to post jobs. We're actually building out a recruiter plan that will be rolling out soon, but we're going to be working with a lot of you all on building this out. But super simple, just drop in the title, company, website, description, and the location. If it's remote, you don't have to put in the location, job type, experience level, and then takes like, a couple minutes. You can mostly copy and paste from other job listings. And then for people applying, all they will have to do then, for example, is just click the apply button. They're going to then come to a page like this. They'll drop in why they want the role or introducing themselves, drop in their resume, and then you're going to just get a message with the application, their message, and their resume attached in your DMs directly. And I can kind of maybe quickly show an example of this somewhere here. Where is this? So it looks something like this. This is just with Cameron from our team, but it will say like the job application, this is a test, or like what the job is, and then the resume is just attached right there. And then if you want to, you can message them back and schedule a follow-up call with them directly. But they will not see this. They will not be able to message you until you message them first. So we want to protect, like, obviously the recruiters from not getting a bunch of messages, and, just tee you up with great resumes and a way to access the candidates and a way to message them and schedule a follow-up. Soon you'll be able to actually integrate your calendar, and then you can use our platform also to do the follow-up interview as well, which is going to be really cool. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Joe's heading up our marketplace here on stage, and he's doing a bunch of demos and onboarding all these companies. So if you guys need anything, just let us know, and also just feel free to drop in your job postings as well into the chat, or if you do want to screen share and go through the company's website or what you guys are working on, feel free to do that as well too.
Yeah, and to follow up, like anybody recruiters on stage who want to hit me up, this is Joe. Like, just shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, book some time on my calendar, and I'll make it like super, super easy for you guys.
Perfect. No, I appreciate that. That's super helpful. And it's going to be great for the YouTube video for people to see that as well. So yeah, thanks for breaking that down. And what I'm going to do is, because I know everybody's got some probably commitments. So I think there's ability to raise your hand. Yeah, like if you click the three dots, you can raise your hand. If anybody needs to go urgently, please raise your hand, and then I will make sure to prioritize you. So I just got a text from Jordan. So unless anybody else has to really, really go quickly, I'm going to pass the mic to Jordan so that he can share his roles at StateStyle.
Yeah, so quick introduction. Again, I'm Jordan. I'm head of business development at StateStyle. We're a Web3 incubator. So for my Web2 people, I like to compare us to Y Combinator. And we have like an education arm, an investment DAO. So you can kind of see the same circle that Y Combinator brings to Web2. That's our goal. So our parent company, our founder created a few years back. It's now the largest coding bootcamp out of South Korea. So this is where a lot of our runway and funding has come from. It's a project he's incubated around 6 months ago. He started. So now we're focusing on a U.S. and global expansion, starting with the U.S., of course. So we're hiring very aggressively because we've grown very fast. In our first cohort, we had around 20 people join, which finished around a month ago. And now we're on to our second cohort, which starts in 2 weeks. The cohorts are part of our fellowship program, which is the incubation. And we have around 115 applicants. So the demand has risen really fast. So in order to meet that demand, we need to grow faster internally. And I think it kind of has to do with the sentiment around crypto is right now. If you're in crypto, you're not in crypto for the price or necessarily, trading or something like that, because it doesn't look good. But what I can say is that the bigger players still left in the ecosystem that, are solvent have a very bright outlook on the future of crypto. And I like to refer to Andreessen Horowitz, who is one of the bigger Web2 VCs. The guys who started it created Netscape, which is basically the start of the internet. So now their thesis is we're in this time period of the next 2 to 3 years, similar to 2009 and 2011, when we got companies like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Uber, all of these unicorn Silicon Valley companies were basically bred around the same time, and that's when their foundations were laid. And now that they think that this is where we are at in the crypto space, after we experience, obviously a crazy bull run and whatnot, and they have a $4.5 billion fund that they're getting ready to start deploying if they haven't already. So that, in my humble opinion, I would say is kind of the outlook of where crypto is. Now, StatesDAO has a very unique position in that we have a very frictionless product when it comes to crypto, because we're basically providing a service which everyone in crypto needs, which is developer talent. Developer talent is hard to come by as well, obviously, in Web2 because of competition. But what our fellowship program does is it coaches these potential developers, potential Web3 developers, to becoming skilled enough to that they can either launch their own project and raise funding through us or our venture capital partners, or they have enough skills to get a new role with one of our partner companies. So the way our business operates is mostly off of grant funding. All of these protocols and all of these different blockchain networks have a lot of money they raise, and the way they attract developers usually is through grant funding. And we are basically a grant aggregator that siphons that money so that there is a higher chance of success for that grant money coming from those networks. Because what happens a lot of times in crypto, developers are always working on many different projects. They take advantage of a grant, and more often than not, they probably are just trying to win the money. And we're a way to, basically more safely secure those funds for the networks and put them to good work. So right now, we are hiring for a multitude of positions. I'm going to pull up our careers page. I'm going to post the link to our main page right now, statesdao.club. This is the link to our website, and I will share my screen. Just give me one moment. Okay, so this is our website, statesdao.club, and then you just click the careers tab and it'll pull you to our website where we have some positions open. As you can see, head of StatesDAO, basically our founder of this project, he's still running a $30 million revenue company in Korea. So there needs to be someone that can help manage the entire operations. A business development role is pretty much what I do, getting grant money from our partner networks and managing marketing partnerships. We have an investment associate role open as well. So anyone who has experience sourcing and vetting venture capital deals. Our founder has a pretty prominent presence in the VC space and crypto in general. So he gets passed down a lot of pretty good deals, actually very good deals. And we need someone to kind of sift through the noise and figure out which projects are valuable for our investment DAO arm to offer. A content manager. Content manager is exactly what it sounds like. This is someone who can develop content for our Twitter, our Discord, our Medium page articles, maybe videos if we decide to go that route with YouTube. Someone that has experience in social media management from that standpoint. A growth manager. This would be the person in charge of basically our marketing strategy and seeing that, we hit our numbers, our KPIs, and developing, different things like Twitter ad management and whatnot. A product manager. So we have several verticals in our DAO. We have the fellowship program, we have the investment DAO, and then we have the grant aggregation. And there will be several products that kind of get spun out that are smaller that we're ideating, but we're focused mostly on the fellowship and the investment DAO aspect to kind of give that Y Combinator feel in crypto. But as a product manager, you'll be managing one of these products. Right now, we're looking for people that can help further build out our investment DAO. So if you have experience building a product, I mean, you probably would have enough experience to do this. I'm a blockchain engineer. This is like for our internal resources, someone who can help build out blockchain tooling for our product specifically. Community manager, someone who has experience, managing Discords, managing Twitter, seeing that, people in the community are happy, coming up with engagement ideas. Also, we have several physical in real life events, we say in crypto, IRL events, like hacker houses, happy hours, just get-togethers, and someone that can be flexible enough to travel and help manage these events. And developer relations, someone who can evangelize developers that come out of our community, preach the product from a developer standpoint. We probably will be adding more roles to this. In a startup environment, there's several things that arise as you build things out. But what I can say is that this is, unlike many smaller projects, we're fortunate enough to have years of runway. Basically, at this point, our founder is just working to it to be a success. So the good thing is we have a parent company that gives us plenty of funding to grow and consistent revenue, so we can have expense money. So yeah, it's a really good experience. Just to give a little bit of background on my experience so far, I met Jarrett at Consensus in Austin, staying at a hacker house for 6 days with a bunch of developers in a really nice mansion of sorts in Austin. And it was a great experience to learn amongst them and just really get deeper into Web3. I just came back from NFT NYC, went to all the networking events there, and I just can say the energy, the aptitude, the kind of smart, hungry people in this new world, I guess you could call it, is something to see if you're there. And maybe Jared could say the same thing. It's kind of crazy. Some people say it's like Silicon Valley in the early 2000s when people were all bunking up in houses in San Francisco and Cupertino. But yeah, if you guys want to reach out, just send me a DM. I will post my contact information here in the chat, and then it's also in my profile. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks Jared, and thanks Michael for the platform. I think it's a really great platform.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
No, you're good. I was just saying thanks for coming through, man. It's good to see you again, Jordan.
Absolutely. So as promised, this is Tech and Web3 virtual job fair. So those that want to get into Web3, wanted to make sure there was a equal representation of the tech companies like the Amazons and the ZocDocs and the LinkedIns, and the Web3 companies like the States DAO, and then the companies that Kevin Logan will be introducing soon. So again, if any recruiter has an urgency of like, I need to go now or else I won't be able to go, please unmic, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, kind of just bounce around. So we just did some Web3. And by the way, again, please invite people to the room. Click that +sign invite. I just tweeted out the room, also posted my Instagram stories. Feel free to post it on LinkedIn. This is such an important room. Share this room. These recruiters are here to get people jobs. And if you know anybody in your network that's looking to get employed, you definitely want to get in the room. And if you're a hiring manager, recruiter, and you want to get on stage, please raise your hand so that we can go ahead and pull you up. We would love for you to share your roles and be a part of this career fair. So up next, I want to go back to Amazon because that was one of the companies that we highlighted. And I got my man, Prince Haynes, in the room. And Prince, I would love for you to unmic and tell people about the roles you got with Amazon. And feel free to take your time. This isn't a clubhouse, so you don't have to rush it out in like 90 seconds.
Sounds good, Jared. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And to everyone in the room, good evening to everyone. I am currently a tech recruiter for Amazon Web Services. I support their Internet of Things team. Currently, Amazon is in hyper growth mode, and we recently announced that we've doubled the salary band for our employees. So at this time, I'm seeking software engineers with 4 to 12 years of experience. Full stack and backend is preferred. Must be fluent with coding and system design. We are willing to sponsor candidates. We are willing to offer relocation. Most of the positions are remote with little to no days in office. Currently, no international roles at this time, but the Internet of Things team is a team that builds solutions for real world problems that positively impact our lives. So it's an opportunity to like develop technologies that are off the beaten path of the existing AWS technologies or a lot of the other AWS opportunities that you may, or teams or opportunities that you may have had exposure to. This team and area within AWS is rather unique. So come join the AWS IoT core team if you are indeed a software engineer. If you are seeking opportunities or interested in Amazon Web Services outside of software engineering, I do have the capabilities to be able to connect you with the right recruiter within your particular space. Unfortunately, I don't have much access or experience in any internship programs or in any international programs. But anything domestic, if you have 1.5 years of coding experience, feel free to contact me. Once again, my sweet spot is right around the 3 to 7, 10-year max experience. But anything outside of that, once again, I would be more than happy to help prep you, get you ready for your interview, tell you what to expect, and or connect you with the right recruiter that can help get you in play for an interview if you're at the beginning stages of the process. So anything Amazon Web Services related, if you have any questions, if I can be of any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. The best way to kind of connect with me would be on LinkedIn, but I'm going to now grow my network on this platform, and I look forward to connecting with some of you all. And thanks again, Jared.
Thank you, Prince. I appreciate you. AWS is in the building. So we got Amazon, we got AWS. So definitely make sure to follow Prince on this platform. Hit him in the DMs here, hit him in the DMs on LinkedIn. And Prince, feel free to add any links that would be helpful into the chat so that people can connect to the different roles that you have. Yeah, best of luck to everybody that reaches out.
Jared, just one other thing while I had the floor still. Just I did want to kind of highlight that the process in Amazon Web Services is kind of different than most organizations. Amazon as a whole, I think they hire from a standpoint of if you're the right fit for Amazon, if you have the skill set, and if you have the leadership capabilities to help Amazon grow overall. So I'm going to add a link to a software job description in the chat, but I don't want anyone to get caught up on the years of experience that they're asking for or the location or anything along those lines. As I mentioned, just they want to funnel candidates into Amazon, and then we can kind of figure out where and what the best team would be for you. So feel free to review the details in the job description. Feel free to apply. Feel free to contact me directly. even if it's a little bit outside of your skill set.
Awesome, Prince. I appreciate that. And also, if you want to get a little tutorial on how to post these roles on the marketplace, Joseph Pulaski, who is on the stage, can definitely give you a quick little tour, and we can get those roles up in the marketplace as well. But thanks so much for coming through. I appreciate you. And I think I'm going to do like bounce from tech to Web3, the tech to Web3. So to represent some more Web3 roles for those that came here for Web3, I'm going to pass the mic to Kevin Logan. And yeah, let everybody know the roles that you're hiring for and the companies you represent.
Thanks so much for the space, Jared. Really appreciate it. So yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, a good thing, but I guess unfortunate for this space, we did just recently fill 3 of the roles that we are working with. We're a boutique consultancy, so as I mentioned earlier, our organization is Probably Nothing Talent. We're kind of a boutique recruitment consultancy, and so oftentimes we're consulting with these organizations, and then it just falls on it that we end up sourcing and recruiting for them. So, and to that end, I can at least tell you some of the roles we just filled. So for anybody that's familiar with the Web3 space, some of these companies might be familiar and some may not. But we just filled roles for Unstoppable Domains. As I mentioned earlier, Artifact, they're a digital NFT project that was recently bought by Nike. And so they're creating their really cool NFT project is called a monolith, but they're essentially in the process of creating digital shoes that will come real to life. And so you'll eventually be able to kind of cash in your NFT to have a real life product sent to you, and along the lines of other really cool things that they're working on. And then also we recently filled a role. There's it's the only 24/7 ultra club in the world. Their name is 11s in Miami, and we recently filled. They recently released an NFT project with a ton of utility based on their club, their restaurant that they're building. They have another restaurant and club being built in Dubai and other places. That's kind of like a NFT with access utility. So we just filled a COO in a social media role position for them. So that's just to kind of give you a lay of the type of roles we get. We often work with some of the really cool companies within the space. And so the last organization, or the role that I'm currently sitting on, is with an organization named Influential. Excuse me. Influential is they're the largest influencer marketing company in the world by revenue. And so they work with, mostly they're working with Fortune 500 organizations and brands and consulting with them on various things. For the role that I have, it is a director of Web3 strategy, and essentially, lead, develop, and execute the Web3 strategies across kind of their roster of clients. And so give me 1 second. Let me get my kind of a little more in-depth layers that go a little past the job description, and I can kind of tell you a little more about the role, and then I'll post it in the notes as well. So yeah, they're looking for somebody to come in and be the subject matter expert for all things Web3, crypto, NFTs, and avatars. This is kind of an innovative side for Influential, and so they're building out a center of excellence, especially when it comes to this role. And that just being, a center of excellence, just different departments that they can kind of utilize to create solutions for their clients based on Web3. And given that this is such a new and nascent area, they really need to pull expertise from different areas. And so, so the role is going to be, lots of strategic conversation, understanding what's happening in the Web3 space, what's happened in the Web3 space, and then being able to really ideate on what you feel like is going to happen in the future. To that end, this role is very much an individual contributor role. So they need somebody with that kind of mindset. Again, as I mentioned, given how the role is set up, you may be tasked with bringing ideas to life on your own with little resources. So, very much having somebody that's, within the scope of the roles they've had, they've been very much more the doer than the delegator. would really be putting it correct. So, again, kind of back to the expertise, the things that you might not think within a role like this would be things like, having an understanding of virtual payments, understanding how avatars might work in the metaverse, understanding treasury services, banking. So when it comes to Web3 and of course blockchain and payments, that's also kind of a component of it. So so very much a niche role, and that's just a little more nuance to the role that we're looking for. Again, I'll go ahead and post it there, but that's currently the only role that I'm working on from a Web3 standpoint at this current time.
All right, perfect, man. And we're also doing tech roles as well. So if you want to talk tech roles, that's cool too. But if you want to yield for now and then maybe come back to you, then that's cool too. Because I want to make sure everybody on stage can get to be, speak as soon as possible. So up next, I want to see if Vanny, are you able to speak about your roles at Tesla? She might be having technical difficulties with where she's at. All right, cool. So I'll just talk about Vanny's roles real quick, and then I'm going to pass it to Yana to introduce herself. So Vanny is a corporate recruiter. She works with Emerit Fleet Solutions, and she is looking for positions at people at Tesla and FedEx. She's an executive search consultant with Jefferson Wells C-Suite Finance and Accounting, and a reverse recruiter. Long story short, if you're looking for roles at Tesla and FedEx, you should definitely hit up Vanny in the DMs. Look at the career page. I wish she could talk because she could explain it better than me, but that's who she's representing. If you go to the career page, find a role, hit her up. She can help place you there. And hopefully she'll be able to pop in later, but I know she's traveling right now and is having bad service. So up next, we've been talking about LinkedIn a lot. We got LinkedIn on the stage. So Yana Grant, please introduce yourself and let everybody know how you can be helpful. And yeah, take your time. You don't have to rush.
Thanks, because I did rush the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, this was like Clubhouse. It's my first time. So thank you everyone for your patience. My name is Yana Grant. I'm a content moderator at LinkedIn, working on the trust and safety side, which is engineering. The roles I have, we did just open a brand new Atlanta office within the last month. So there are a lot of roles there. Our main hub is, of course, San Francisco, New York, and Omaha, Nebraska, believe it or not. Sorry, I'm also looking on my referral list. We do have a lot of remote roles as well. When you are looking, I did put the link in the DM, oh, sorry, not the DMs, in the room chat. When you are going onto that site, which is back to LinkedIn, you can put in your location or just filter it to only remote. I know our fiscal year 23 starts on Friday with Microsoft, so I'm sure a lot of things will pick up with the jobs in the jobs department. So you can just follow me on here and connect with me on LinkedIn. And I have no problem seeing what roles, or if you find a role, let me know. And the best thing for you to do, which would help me out, would be to write 2 sentences on why you're great for this role and a sentence on why you would love to work for LinkedIn. I cannot speak to you necessarily, so it'd be easier for you to speak to yourself, and I can use it because it's required when I'm making referrals. Thank you, Jared and Michael and Joseph and everyone else who's on the stage.
Appreciate you for coming through and being a resource to help people break into LinkedIn. And just for one more time, what's the best way for the people to contact you?
You can follow me here for sure. And then I will also drop my LinkedIn profile on, sorry, I'm going to as I'm saying this. So since everyone's listening, also put it in the chat. And yeah, also connect with me back here the next time I'm here or the next time I'm invited.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you. And yeah, make sure to follow her on Entra and, connect with her. And yeah, share the info with your friends that are looking to break in as well. All right. So up next, we got my man, Donald Robinson, in the building. So please introduce your company and the roles you're hiring for. You're trying to place for. And yeah, feel free to take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush.
Thanks, Jared. Appreciate it. Yep. So I work for Bear Tech Inc. And what we do is we help startups in the tech space secure basically.
Hey, Donald,
are you able to get closer to the mic? It's kind of hard to hear you.
No, this is a close. Probably something wrong with the mic. Hold on. Let me talk from.
There we go.
Let me
That's
talk
much better.
Computer. Yep. So that's good to know. I gotta go buy a new headset. So anyway, so I'm Don Robinson, and I help startups through Bear Tech Inc. What we do is we help startups build teams through a vetting process we use to get to know people. We create profiles. We have our own platform, and in that platform, we help employers understand people, and people are more able to tell their story as opposed to cold calling and interviewing. So the good people here at Entra, thanks to Mike and Joe and Jared and everybody here, we've been able to get some good momentum on this end, because with Entra, it's been great because it's strictly dedicated towards the tech space in all levels, Web 1, 2, and 3. And we've been able to get interest from a lot of good people, even though our roles are unique and nuanced in certain capacities. And I'll talk about a couple of them in a second. But what happens is we generally just have an outfit where we've been able to be successful in getting people in the right role for the right job with the right employers. And knock on wood, and we're counting our blessings in terms of our employers. They're pretty much pleased with our efforts because we've been able to do our due diligence, finding great people, and we're looking forward to a lot of great things on here on Entra. So, for example, the first role, the good people here at Entra were fortunate to allow us to have a featured role here. It's for senior software engineer. One of our clients is a proficient in the robotic space, and they're looking to automate food service. And so they're looking for a senior software engineer that has at least 5 years experience in Python, React, C, and RabbitMQ. Now, if you don't mind, I'll share my screen quite briefly to show you. We actually have the jobs posted in the marketplace. One second. All right, so let me minimize this. So in the marketplace, we actually have the roles, and that you see it here. If you see on the right, the featured job gig, it's senior software engineer. And what we also have here is a complete description, the pay, the requirements, as you can see here. And if you're interested, you can contact me directly here, either through email, or you can send me a DM here on Entra. And then we also have the second role, which is senior full stack developer. This is for one of our clients that is in the genomic research space, looking to help with genomic research as far as cures for cancer and treatment of rare diseases. And for here, you must have at least 5 years experience in Ruby, Python, or Go. So they want two of those. They want one, you have 5 years experience in one of those, and 2 years in another one. So you can have any combination of these three, at least 2 of the 3. And you can peruse the job description here as well. The compensation is there as well as other information. You can email me about it or send me a DM here on Entra. And also what's cool about Entra, folks, is this. what it's layered as far as the ability to multitask here. So as I was listening to everybody else, I was able to go in and talk with people and also have the job fair up minimized like here. And also I love the whole space in terms of the UI and everything else. And it's very easy in my opinion, for recruiters, because we're able to really maneuver very swiftly and, in my opinion, easily through the app. Let me stop sharing my screen. So I'll stop sharing. And basically for us, we also have other employers from time to time that we may have roles for, both tech and non-tech. And then, because of being startups, they're very nuanced in terms of their needs. So it may be anywhere between Scrum Master or senior engineer or junior level engineer. It just depends on the need. As we get companies on our roster as well, we've helped place VPs of engineering and CTOs all the way down to the level of junior level developers. So also, if you're a company looking for assistance in helping find people for good roles, we can help you assist here through Entra as well as our own methods. And we also have our own database where we can tap into our network as well. And I'm looking forward to working closely with the Entra family, because as we go into the Web3 space, I'm very confident and high on the fact that most companies are going to go to Web3 as well. If you're in tech, you're going to have to look at Web3 at some point in the near future. So for that being said, again, if you want to reach out to me, you can DM me here directly or send me an email. Check out my bio. My LinkedIn is also in my bio. And I appreciate the time and thank you for the efforts. Thank you all so much.
Thanks for coming on. Hey, I think Donald, you got more tabs open than me on your computer. I think that's the first person I've ever seen have more tabs than me.
I think I'm trying to hold a world record.
Open up at one time. I love it. I love the hustle, man. Yeah, we're glad to have you on here and help recruit. And I know you got great roles and stuff all the time. So definitely connect with him over here.
Absolutely, man. Donald, appreciate the support. And yeah, everybody make sure you follow Donald. He's a power user on Entra, as you can see. And he's going to be posting a ton of roles, and he's looking to get you in. So make sure you follow Donald on Entra and check out the content that'll be posting. All right, cool. So it looks like Vanny is finally in a place where she can speak. So Vanny, please unmic, let everybody know the different roles and companies, including Tesla. So if you were waiting for Tesla, here you go. But Vanny, you don't have to rush like other apps. So take your time and walk through all these different roles, the best way to get in touch with you, and what kind of experience you're looking for that will help them be successful when reaching out.
Awesome. I've been listening this whole entire time, and it's raining cats and dogs outside, so I'm happy to be here. Shout out to everybody that's up on stage. So my name is Vanny Woods on the internet, Vanessa Rodriguez in corporate. You can find me under any one of those names anywhere on the internet. I'm around. So role one, I'm a corporate recruiter for American Fleet Solutions. We are a mobile maintenance service for companies with huge fleets. So we service Tesla, Amazon, FedEx, Pepsi. My accounts are Tesla and FedEx. So if you know anyone or you are someone that is into mechanical engineering, automotive, diags, can do diags and things like that, or looking to innovate within those spaces, please shoot me a DM. I have roles everywhere. So Tesla is opening a huge facility in Austin, Texas. They are recruiting from scratch. So I will say that I'm a direct hire recruiter on the permanent side. So these are not
Vanny, if you accidentally muted, you're muted right now.
Yeah, I think she accidentally clicked the button or something. Or she might have had a call come in, which could have messed up her mic on mobile. But we'll give her a minute. I also wanted to quickly let people know, if you are, there's a couple other rooms that are about to get started here on Entra. We have like a venture scout hour going on. So if you are interested in venture capital or currently raising money for your startup or anything like that, feel free to pop over to that as well. That's about to get kicked off. You can minimize this room and join that. You'll be able to listen into that and tune in if you're interested in that. I just want to throw that out there as we wait for Vanny to come back. But there's different live streams and all sorts of events going on all day long here. There's a bunch of other things constantly happening, content-wise or event-wise and job-wise on Entra, outside of these virtual job fairs as well.
Absolutely. So Vanny, are you back with us? All right. So Michael, I don't know if you mentioned it before, but your integration with Deso and the ability for people to get paid on this platform, would love to, while we kind of wait for Vanny to come back, just kind of share that differentiation for the folks that are new to this app.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people probably saw as you signed up or logged in to Entra that you could connect your wallet, your crypto wallet, if you wanted to. We leverage that as a way for people to, enter into the Web3 world and use our platform in that way. So you're able to, and we just rolled out our Wallet Connect integration, which opens it up for you to authenticate and connect over 100 different types of wallets as well to the platform. If you have a wallet on ETH, you're able to do that now with basically anything. And we're about to be announcing our Coinbase integration as well here soon. So you'll be able to log in and sign up with your Coinbase wallet and connect that as well. As far as getting paid in crypto and making money in crypto on Entra, there's a few different ways that you can do that. I'll show you real quickly here. The first is like through content and through our integration with Deso, as he mentioned. So if you connect your Deso account here, which is stands for decentralized social, you'll see So you'll see here that some people are creating content, and this is going onto the Deso blockchain, and then you're able to actually support creators directly with Deso, and it goes basically from your wallet to their wallet, and it's really cool. The tricky part is mobile. And you're not able to do crypto transactions on the mobile apps because of the app stores, and they want their cut of the pie. How we're getting around this is we're building out our point system. So points are going to be acting as our in-app currency, and then you'll be able to redeem points for your crypto later. And it doesn't matter what wallet you'll have connected. So you'll be able to earn whatever currency you want, basically from USD to USDC to ETH and all these others. And you earn points the same way people can support you on content. You can also earn points for inviting people to the platform. So everyone gets a referral link. You can share out your referral link. You can earn points that way. You can also earn points just doing tasks and different actions on the platform. So you guys should all see a welcome bonus here on the app. So everyone gets a 100-point welcome bonus if they see that. You get a daily reward as well. And then if you do meetings, events, if you follow people, you can get more points, all these different ways. And the goal is to just reward people for contributing to the platform, creating great content, growing this community with us, and allowing them to earn different types of currencies that they couldn't before. Eventually, we're going to be building out a deeper integration with Coinbase, with Circle, for you to actually connect your business accounts and pay your team in crypto as well, or pay freelancers out through our platform as well with crypto. And we're just excited to see, where this all goes. I know more and more people are wanting to get paid and pay for things in crypto, and we're paying like 6 people on our team now. Some of them are in the audience in crypto, and it's been fantastic. And I think it's something that is just getting rolling. So we're excited to be a leader in this space.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't want this room to end without those in the room just understanding this is really a Web3 platform, and crypto integrated. And one thing that I didn't like about other platforms was not the opportunity. There wasn't a real opportunity to monetize. And with this, you can, have paid gated rooms, and you also get tips on your content. So I think that's super dope. I see my man Prathan is in the room. If you could raise your hand, and Michael, if you can just give everybody a tutorial on how to raise their hand, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you should see a button on web, it's going to be right at the bottom in the middle. On mobile, you'll need to click the more button on the right. So on web, it's just right here. This just raise hand button. On mobile, you're gonna have to click the more button, and then you'll see the reactions and the raise hand button right there. Also, like, it's just cool to give out reactions and stuff as people are talking. So if you guys want to play around with those, feel free to give out some reactions and stuff as you're in the audience and people are sharing things and whatnot. Just tap that more button, and then tap raise hand or tap reactions. We want it to be something where people don't get annoyed with like requesting to speak and all that. If people want to come on stage, they can just raise their hand, and then host can bring them up. But I think everyone got it figured out now. So yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome. So Prathan, man, I appreciate you for pulling up to the room. So Prathan, please introduce yourself, the company you represent, also your organization that helps job seekers break into a ton of different companies across the world. And yeah, so Prathan, you got the floor until Vandy comes back.
Thank you, Jared. This is an amazing platform. I just got on today. Joe, great job on this. Definitely going to go in and fill my profile out. But yeah, I appreciate the intro. So I work with Netflix. I'm on Netflix team. I work on the production, employment, legal team. As always, if you see a role that you're interested in, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'll be happy to talk with you about referral. The other side of that, I'm also a board member for the Black in HR. We are a community of over 10,000 professionals. Many of us are in HR, and we constantly collaborate with each other. If you're not in HR, if you're an engineer, if you're in any type of field, regardless, you can join Black in HR, and certainly we can help you skip the front of the line to the ATS. So if you're interested in the role, you see a job that one of our members works at, we can help you connect with that person so that you can get a referral, or if they're a recruiter, help you get your app pulled directly with no process there. So check us out at theblackinhr.com. We'll certainly be a lot more active on this site. It looks pretty cool. Love the camera option, love the share option. It's definitely something I'm going to see us starting some rooms as well, Joe. Appreciate everything, man.
Absolutely. And Michael, yeah, the Black in HR movement is super dope. Definitely would love for Entre and to be a place where you can host your rooms. And for your resume rooms, the fact that you can hop on a screen share and screen share the resumes for the audience, I think it's going to be a game changer for your resume and LinkedIn review room. So definitely would love to help you co-host a space in Entre and get your entire organization, onboarded so they can take advantage of all these cool features. And the marketplace for all your HR professionals is going to be super dope as well. So as your, HR teams are talking about roles, they can in real time just direct people to the marketplace. So I think there's a great partnership that's possible between Black in HR and Entre. So I really appreciate you popping in, tonight, last minute.
Absolutely, man. Gotta support anytime I can, bro.
Absolutely. I see Christopher in the crowd. If there's any other hiring managers, recruiters, or employees that are willing to be referrals, feel free to raise your hand and we'll bring you up. Otherwise, it looks like Vanny is dealing with some weather issues, but she posted her information in the chat. Feel free to DM her on Entre. And unless somebody pops up and raises their hand, I think we'll probably be winding the room down. But anybody that's on stage that just wants to add any additional guidance or any additional, Joseph, go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in really quick and just kind of, this is like a blanket statement to everybody in the room, but it's two-sided for the people who are interested in acquiring talent and for all of the talent out there. We've been around doing our thing low key for a while. but we just started really focusing on this marketplace. So much is happening so quick, and we're like, we're really appreciative that everybody's enjoying it, right? But, feedback from everybody, candidates, recruiters, everyone, we want to know how we can make this like a game changer, a competitive edge for all of you, for those of you seeking talent and for those of you seeking jobs. Entra has always been based around and for the community, and we still are, and that's not going to change as we grow. So please everybody share your feedback. For those of you seeking, use the social feed to highlight really like an organic view of who you are, right? Because and I'm sure the recruiters on stage will attest to this, like a lot of organizations are really, really starting to out of necessity focus on culture, right? To create like a really healthy work environment for everybody and really find the right people for the right organization so that, an organization can thrive, right? So these recruiters on stage, they're not only, primarily skill set, but I think they're equally interested in like who you are and how you fit. And I see our social feed as a place where you guys can really like highlight yourselves, share in the social feed what you guys are working on, a cool problem that you guys solved, maybe a new portfolio piece or even a question, and, engage the community, because I know when these recruiters are looking at the profiles on Entra, they're going to really want to get an idea of like not only what you can do, but who you are. So I just wanted to throw that out there for everybody. I am, really, really happy that everybody's like here, loving this. We're super grateful. Thank you everyone so much for your time.
Thank you, man. Yeah, feedback is great. And actually, I have another recruiter that just popped in. Sarita, go ahead and let's see, raise your hand. She's having trouble hearing. Joseph, any advice for somebody that comes on the phone and can't hear?
If it's device, it could be if you just installed the mobile app, it could be a microphone permissions issue. So I would check settings. It might be helpful to also throw in the chat what kind of device you're on. Different things for different OSs. So but it sounds most likely like a permissions issue to me if you're a new install.
Got it. Yeah, she might have just installed it. But let's see, where's she at? And so microphone issue. If she speaks, we won't be able to hear her.
If we don't have access to her microphone, it won't feed into the application though.
Okay. Got it. All right. Yeah. Well, in that case,
sorry, Jared. She can also try to just kill it real quick and come back in, see if that fixes it. Do just a hard kill of the application, like a swipe up, kill it and come back in, see if that fixes it. If not, I would double check the permissions and make sure that we can access the microphone.
All right, cool. While I sort that out with her in the background, Ali, Donald, Prince, Melissa, Yana, Prathan, any last words or guidance for anybody that's looking to break into your companies, that you think like, oh, wow, I should have mentioned this, or just something you want to reemphasize? Open floor, popcorn style.
Yeah, I would just say if you're going to ask for a referral, which is a really good way to get into some of the FAANG companies and larger tech companies, make sure you have the job link that you're actually interested in, and do not apply until you've talked to that person about the referral. If you apply first, it's pretty much like I can't do anything to help you. But if you reach out, introduce yourself, and then of course include a specific job you're interested in, then you have a better chance of getting a referral. And also, when you're asking for referrals, always think about this: adding value, bringing value to other people. You should be considering, yes, I'm going to be asking this person for something I've never spoken with them before, but also take the opportunity to find out what they're doing, how you can add value to what they're doing as well. This needs to be a two-way street. Jared and I do this all the time. Jared sends me referrals all the time, and I freely give them away because Jared adds tremendous amount of value to not just me, but also to the community as a whole. So just be thinking about that. Be a giver, give more than you take, and I think everybody will win that way.
Yeah, thanks for that. I just saw some tips for breaking into Amazon Web Services or interviewing more at Amazon is preparation is key. A lot of the times I find that interviewers or interviewees don't quite follow the STAR method, don't quite take the time to go into great detail when they are answering their questions, and also to be considered for opportunities at Amazon, they require you to complete an online assessment. And that online assessment is kind of like the opening introduction to your potential at Amazon. So it is very important that you take the time to study and prepare yourself for that online assessment so that you can, have a high score in coding, and it opens up even more doors for you, and will have several managers interested in, bringing you on their team. So just a tip of advice there: preparation is key for exploring opportunities at AWS.
Great pointers. Anybody else want to just jump in and give any feedback? That'll be helpful.
Yeah, Prathan and Prince really said everything I definitely would say and suggest and wish I knew when I was going into the hiring process. It's best to, like they said, to give us the exact information of the role that you want. Not like just a title, but if you see a role, give us the link. And when you are talking to different recruiters, make sure that you do the same, not just say, hey, I'm wondering, do you have any roles for my, my skills, or could you look at my resume and see if you have any roles? Like, you have to think about, would you have the same time to look through someone's page and say, hey, this is what I think, So definitely come prepared. And also on your resume to make sure that it's, for every responsibility, you have 2 accomplishments. So it should be less about you're describing the job, but more about what you did from outside of what was required of you. So I would Google the XYZ Google resume. That really shows putting in numbers, putting in percentages, quantitating what you did.
I just want to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you. I just want to +1 everything that Prathan and everyone else said. I think, like Yana just said, if you are going to reach out to a recruiter for a referral, definitely know what role you're a fit for. Because it does take time to go through people's resumes, so definitely do that. And don't apply and then ask for a referral, because it's going to go to the recruiter who doesn't know you, and then we can't really do anything about it. And if you're trying to break into tech and you're not part of the Baddies in Tech network and you're a woman of color, definitely join us. We'll be doing more in-person events, more online events to help women of color gain the skills that they need to break into tech. And thank you for having me, Jarrett.
Yeah, and I'd like to add to everyone else, and the thing about job searching, you're trying to tell your story. Now, on a 2-page or 1-page resume, there's only so much you can tell, which is really a key about establishing relationships with folks. Like Ali just said about her group, joining groups like that and doing serious networking, building relationships with people, recruiters as well, is key. And also on your resume, I've seen a lot of good resumes where people highlight links of their work, because the one thing that's very fortunate about the tech industry, your work can speak for itself. So if you have, certain websites up or apps you've built or anything you've created, you can create the links and put them on your resume. It saves time for the recruiters and also saves you space in terms of trying to sell who you are. But the bottom line with everything is you're telling a story about yourself. You're selling someone on your story, and it's your story to tell. Nobody knows your story better than you. So welcome also to a space like Entre, as well as These type of rooms are very great for networking with people, and be courageous in your career path going forward. Thanks.
Great advice, everybody. Make sure you follow everybody on Entra. Follow them on their Twitters and Instagrams and LinkedIn's. And for those on stage, definitely fill out your bio so that everybody can get to your other social medias. And my friend Sarita just came on stage. She's a little bit busy right now this evening, but I just wanted her to come on stage so that you know that she is a technical recruiter at Actian, and I threw her company career page in the chat. So make sure to follow her on Entra and check out the career page, check out the roles that are there. If there are any roles that fit, take the advice of Prathan and Ali and everybody else and send her the job rec, send the LinkedIn, send the resume through Entra, or just, reach out via Entra to get her contacts. And she can help you get a role at Actian. She'll be at the next career fair in 2 weeks, and I'll make sure that she connects with Joe and I to post those roles in the marketplace. And any of you on the stage that want help posting roles in the marketplace, or just give us guidance and feedback in terms of, Jared, if Entra could do this, then this would be amazing. Or if Entra can produce candidates and get them filled in this time period or whatever, all that information is valuable, because we just want to build the marketplace that serves recruiters in a way that makes your jobs so much easier. And that's why I do these rooms. I want you guys to get placements really quickly so that you guys can, enjoy happy hour and go on vacation. So that's the goal of Entra, is to get you those placements, the quality placements fast. And let us know how we can do that for you with how we build it out. And Joseph, I'll pass it to you.
Yeah. And just to piggyback on that, so like for anyone who is posting roles or does need help, obviously reach out. If you have roles up and you need help finding the right people, the marketplace has been up for a minute. So we have like a really nice candidate pool for some really specific stuff. So if there's like something you're having an issue sourcing out either off of Entra that you want to post on Entra, or something that you have posted on Entra, please feel free to hit me or Jared up. Like we're pretty good at finding good people really fast. So we're here to help.
Awesome. So with that being said, you don't have to leave Entra, because there's some other rooms going on. We got cryptocurrency geniuses going on. We got venture scout hour. So explore the app, build out your profile, check out the content, follow each other in this room, follow the people on the stage, and we will be back in 2 weeks, Wednesday at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, with more recruiters, more opportunities. All the recruiters on stage, feel free to come back, post roles, and share this app with your friends. Let them know there's a new place to network and to meet Web3 and tech professionals, and become a power user, and enjoy the proximity of all the amazing professionals in this community. So with that being said, thank you to all the recruiters that popped on stage. I super appreciate you and the support. Let me know how we can support you on Entra, off Entra, whatever you guys need. I got you. And for all the people in the audience, if you like this type of content, feel free to follow me. I'll be hosting this room every 2 weeks. And I'll also be, creating other content beyond this. I envision doing resume reviews with screen share resumes, LinkedIn reviews with screen shared LinkedIns, and a lot of other things to really, create opportunities to learn, grow, and put each other on to how to be better in this career space. So with that being said, we're going to close the room down, and thank you everybody for your time.
Also, thanks. I think, from the entire room, just like whatever, we'll give air claps to Jarrett. Thank you so much for putting this together, man. This is something that like provides a lot of value to a lot of people and has the potential to change like lives, man. So, I think we all give kudos to Jarrett. Thanks so much, bro. This is like awesome for putting this together. We love it. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. I'm going to show my face real quick. I'm going to get used to the camera. You know what I mean? I'm going to get used to it. But yeah, thanks everybody for being here, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, and I'll see you on Entre. So look forward to the journey, man. This is only beginning. So thanks everybody.